Y'all don't know this, but before I press go, I sit here and like play with my hair and like make faces. I don't know if I'm vain or if I'm crazy. Who's to say? I have more Canadian rye. If you look closely, there's a cherry in there. Almost always there should be a cherry in your drink. More Canadian rye, more apricot brandy, and we're just going to fill that right up with this pineapple juice. I'm not getting paid, so that'll have to do. Stirred with this little devil fork that was my grandma's. It's older than me. Not bad. Not bad. This juice was given to me by my friend at work, Armani. She's a little thing, about this high, but you should see her chase the drunks out. She might kick your ass. Part 2 of our outer space double feature. First, Spaceship on Venus. This is a first. Fantastic. Unforgettable. In total vision and Technicolor. I didn't know you could do both. You are there on man's most exciting, most incredible journey. As they pass the moon and Lunar Station 3, as they discover the Venusians' vitrified forest, as they are attacked by crawling, living lava, as they brave the raging, irradiated Venus quake. Well, shit, I'm giving away the whole picture right here on the poster. What the hell? Okay. Starring Yoko Tani, Aldrich Lukes. Yeah. There we go. One more time. Landed right on my foot. Okay. Now, we talk about a lot of American International pictures on the Late Night Picture Show. This is made by another one of my favorites. First Spaceship on Venus, 1960, Crown International Pictures. I should really read up on these movie houses because they made some of my favorite movies. Directed by Kurt Mietzig. I believe this is another international effort. We've got Japanese, we've got Germans, we've got everybody. Okay. The first half of this movie feeds up a typical science fiction scenario, complete with a cute tank-like robot for the whole family. Basically, a team of scientists discover an unidentified object and through meticulous study determine it is a recording device and it's from Venus. Now, I should probably watch this again so I can see if it said Made in Venus on the side of the thing. Maybe it did. Suspicious of the intent of the Venusians who sent it, they decide to take their fancy spaceship to Venus instead of Mars as planned. NASA could do that too, you know. We got a Mars rover. Could have sent it to Venus instead. On a whim. Well, off they go in their above-average spaceship. Along the way, they battle the usual technical difficulties that we find in space. A meteor shower. I mean, you can't take a trip through space without encountering a meteor shower and having to dodge meteors at high speeds. Oh, and don't forget the spacewalk to repair the damage from the meteors. I can see one of my hairs over here. Kind of distracting me, which isn't that hard to do. So they have a spacewalk. They repair the ship after being belted by one of the meteors. And they're on their way. It's when the ship lands on Venus that this picture really changes. They land in this strange empty land. As surreal as, and I know I'm going to butcher this name, Yves Tanguy, the surrealist painter, as strange as one of his paintings, one of Salvador Dali's inspirations. Look him up. Yves Tanguy. Tanguy. Tanguy? Maybe. Anyway. Like one of his paintings, but darker, with strings of psychedelic clouds cutting through the sky. Our trip has suddenly turned into an acid trip. It's weird. There is no sign of our Venusians, only the robot spiders that they left behind. I hope one day that we develop robot spiders so that we can leave them behind. And then when we all die of global warming, our robot spiders can welcome any visitors. Maybe these gray aliens are real and our robot spiders can capture the gray aliens and probe them. Well, these robot spiders that are left behind tell a chilling tale. A Venusian plan to conquer Earth. You didn't see that coming, did you? I think this drink would be better with tequila. Tequila and apricot brandy with pineapple juice. Next week. Gone is any semblance of sanity. Kind of like here. as our explorers battle forces seen and unseen, all the while searching through the bizarre landscape, one bizarre landscape after another for the elusive Venusians. The green slime tie-in, which likely spawned the movie The Green Slime, almost does them in at one point, and every clue they find seems to deepen the mystery until we all find out the shocking truth about the Venusians. Wow. I need to watch it again. I just convinced myself of that. Okay. Let me get my arm off of there. Despite the Disney-like beginnings, it all pays off grandly in the end, with some of the most amazing and imaginative scenery I've ever seen in a movie or anywhere. The story is good, the set design is far above par, and the acting is as good as from any period. Only the science is ridiculously flawed. It's a 1960s science fiction picture. We're not going to have accurate science. I don't know that we have accurate science now in Hollywood. Do we? A couple of the action sequences, yeah, they seem a little forced. But, overall, it just doesn't matter. I haven't seen anything quite like this picture before or since. It's that strange. And we have ourselves a 5-ring circus on the late night picture show tonight. How many 5-ring circuses have we had? I know the first movie I reviewed, Repo Man, was one. I don't know how many I have altogether. But I don't think I've covered a lot of them on the show yet. Look who's here. He looks like he's high when he does that, doesn't he? So let's mix this up and see what we get for next week. Bucket aside. Ooh. Do you guys like Universal horror? I know I do. And this is some of my favorite Universal horror. It's The Creature from the Black Lagoon and The Revenge of the Creature on a Creature from the Black Lagoon double feature next week on the Late Night Picture Show. Now, that's the kind of shit I do before the show starts. Maybe I'll just record myself doing that shit one week. Okay. Give me a thumbs up over there. Or a thumbs down. Something. Leave some comments. Tell me if you've seen First Spaceship on Venus, and if you thought it was as trippy as I did. Because it was crazy. Well, I'll be back next week, kids. I actually have a whole weekend. I did everything in one day. I published last week's pictures, 2 days late, and filmed next week's pictures all in one night while I was washing my gas station uniforms and cooking dinner for me and Charlie. I only had Charlie for one night. Anyway, leave pictures. For hell's sakes, I only need 15 more subscribers to change my name to the Late Night Picture Show. So, subscribe. Tell your friends. Especially your friends that love clowns. Or if they're afraid of clowns. I might be able to cure them of their fear of clowns. Because you know what? I'm not evil. Let me get in the center here. I'm not evil. I cook food and I raise a kid. And I make good drinks. Although that's not my favorite. We're going to try it with tequila next time. And maybe we'll make it kind of an apricot tequila sunrise. Stay tuned to find out. Okay. Thanks for joining us on the Late Night Picture Show. Good night, kids.